Think you know which way it's going to go? You should head on over to Sports Interaction. When the puck drops, Sports Interaction has you covered.
Live in play.
Live in play.
But pregame.
Pregame, live in play are one of their many prop bets. I wasn't ready.
On all major sports and prop bets. Wanna bet? SportsInteraction.com/STPN. 19 plus, please play responsibly. I'm keeping them on their toes.
This, actually, how about this? If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the first time all year the Leafs have 3 right-handed shots on D.
Yeah, because
I think.
he play the other side. Up top, in the first line.
So that'll be neat. That'll be fun.
Wow.
He's very tiny, though.
The Nylander, Matthews, Tavares, Marner switch-up has been decent. Like, Tavares has been running all season. I don't think it's slowed him down having Marner now. And then Matthews has been Matthews. Like, Matthews has been good last couple of weeks. So I guess the little switch-up has worked.
Watching those lines at 5-on-5 and then seeing how they click also on the power play really drives home how stupid this debate has been. Dude, like...
Which debate?
What? Just
you have to tell us which debate you mean.
Separating Matthews and Marner.
Oh, that you should never do it.
You should never.
Never. Who's saying that? Who's saying you should?
Some people.
No. But it's you should never do it versus this is the answer.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's you have 4 elite forwards there, and when one or both of them get stale, whoop, switch it, and then all of a sudden teams don't know what to do, and they start to score, and Matthews, Nylander, and Tavares Marner will get stale, and guess what? Whoop, you switch them right back, and they'll be great. I'm excited for Marner on a line with Robertson, which I can't believe hasn't been tried yet. He needs you saw what he did with a pure playmaker in the OHL.
His first game. What was he not on the second line?
But it was Nylander, I'm almost positive.
Oh, right.
I think, and Nylander's a great passer, and obviously Tavares is too, but Robertson with Tavares and Marner, yeah, I want to see that.
Also, your fourth line is your third line. Stop pretending.
It's the weirdest thing.
Kerfoot's on the fourth line. I'm sorry. It's the Kerfoot, Holmberg, Yonkirk line is the fourth line.
That is the fourth line.
Yeah.
That is just your spare parts. That's leftovers from Thanksgiving dinner.
There are guys who get picked on this roster. Hall, sometimes it's overdone. Sometimes it's perfectly justified. Shelgren, sometimes it's overdone. Last game it was perfectly justified. Sandin, perfectly justified for a while. He's bounced back. When are we going to talk about Kerfoot having 6 points in 20 games, making $3.5 million?
We have mentioned it.
Can't score a goal. No,
not one goal at 5-on-5. Not one.
No, but like we've been Robertson. No. I'm starting to think the conversation should be Robertson and also boot this guy.
Well, I wonder if they're trying to trade him and taking him out of the lineup hurts his trade value. So they're like, shit, I hope he gets it going.
Putting him in the top 6 and watching him play like dog shit hurts his trade value.
Yeah, but you can't scratch a guy and then expect to get value for him. Adam's right on that. Man. Like, you need to just play him until he plays well, and then you can move him.
At that point, you have to, you're throwing in a sweetener to get rid of a contract like that in a flat cap NHL where, maybe next year this is less of a problem because the cap's supposed to go up by like $3 million this summer.
Or maybe the third line is perfect. Holmberg is a player, really like him. Mm-hmm. And Yarncroke, I think, has sort of found his way. Maybe those 3 click together and Kerfoot finds a spot and watch. Then I think this is first goal.
Guys, I think this might be Kerfoot's last sort of audition at a spot, though. He has been on every other line, and I think this is it. And I think they're saying if it doesn't work here with these two, then the common denominator is Alex Kerfoot, and we will have to do something about that. Now, that could trigger like a 4-month process before the trade deadline, before they're able to do something about it, because it wouldn't shock me that they can't, but at a certain point, you have to make a decision as an organization. Well, he is this player a good player? Yes. Does he have great skill? Yes. Is there stuff untapped that's tantalizing? You go, oh my God, please just make this happen. Yes. But we tried you on the first, we tried you on the second, we tried you on the third. Now we're going to try you on the fourth. And if that still doesn't work, then we have to make a decision.
He's played every single forward position in this entire lineup.
I messaged some of my stats nerd friends. I'm like, tell me I'm missing something. Tell me. Robertson has 5 points in 10 games. He has 1 point less than Kerfoot in half the games. He's got more points than Mulligan, who's only got 4. And I think he might have more than Engvall. who's only got 4. Robertson should be in this fucking lineup, man.
Yeah, but the nature of the salary cap and the way you have to negotiate with other GMs is you can't scratch Kerfoot and admit that, hey, this is an unplayable player, and then expect to get anything back for him. So you need to just keep playing him until it works out, and then you can trade him.
Would have been the perfect player on the 15-16 Leafs.
Why?
He can play every position, look good, probably put up positive Corsi,
Trade him for a couple second rounders.
and never fucking score.
Yeah.
He was, all right, every night we want to be competitive and lose. Do I have a guy for you? Here he is.
And it's not
I'm
just
just
that he's
about
not
done with this.
I want to get more specific with Alex Kerfoot because this isn't like we're jumping on his back session. People have been on this guy since he came. And there have been times where he's been a real bright light. Been times where he's filled in for Tavares being injured in a pinch, which
Yep.
has been helpful.
What a wasted and forgotten performance against Montreal.
Oh yeah, he was amazing. I want to acknowledge that this player is capable and has shown it.
Yep.
I also want to know, beyond scoring, there's more to this player that they're not bringing. Because just looking at, he hasn't scored a 5-on-5 goal, which is what I said, that's part of the story. But the actual story is when he's out there, what's he doing or not doing? So what are you seeing?
You know who's been a more effective player for their team?
Who?
His college teammate, Jimmy Vesey, with the Rangers. That guy's like a bad penny. They can't get rid of him. Stole that from Red Dead. Arthur Morgan quote. No, but like literally, the Rangers can't get rid of him, and he's actually, but they found a role for him. They found a niche for him. The Leafs weren't able to do that. And I don't know if the Leafs can find a niche for this guy. You can't tell me there's no one out there that's a better fit. Like, does a guy like Pontus Holmberg make him a little bit more expendable?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you have a
If
center,
Robertson's going to play, then
Well,
maybe.
if Robertson's going to play, and this is a big game for him, biggest game of the season for him since the last one. You know what I mean? And you're comfortable with Holmberg. I don't know. They're obviously in some sort of, they're always in a cap situation. If you can replace him, you should.
They're also in a bit of a loyalty situation, and they always are. I think it's fair to say that they didn't need to sign Wayne Simmons to a 2-year contract last summer. And I think it's fair to say that they didn't need to sign Justin Hall to a 3-year contract a year before that. I think it's fair to say that Pierre Engvall's contract, that 2-year extension that he got, wasn't good until the end of last season when he found it. And then he he got another extension this year, and he's lost it. I mean, how many times do we need to watch Pierre Engvall go into the corners with somebody or against the boards with somebody and not use his size at all?
He's one of the most infuriating players I've ever watched.
Absolutely. And you know why he's infuriating?
Every game he shows you a flash that he is literally the most talented athlete on either roster.
Yes. Because he's capable of more. You don't hate him for the sake of hating him. It's like, Pierre, just finish the play.
He has 26 abs.
Yeah, he's in crazy shape.
He's the tallest Leaf. He might be the heaviest Leaf. He's maybe the fastest Leaf.
Won't throw a hit.
I don't know who else to compare him to. I really don't. Chad Kilger?
maybe. Yeah. Todd Warner?
I don't know. Well, it's just like Chad Kilger, I remember won like fastest skater, hardest shot, and we were all like, what?
Well, yeah, and he was like a top 5 draft pick. He was picked based on those skills.
3rd or 4th overall.
Yeah.
96? 7?
Yeah, that's a guy that just never totally panned out.
The pick,
had all the skill.
The pick after Aki Berg.
Yeah, and it's not I don't want to dump on players here, but it's sort of like specifically, if you're sitting there wondering, why do fans keep going after these guys? Well, it's because they're capable of more. They're better than this. You're better than this. Kerfoot's better than this. Engvall's better than this. I do think the Leafs hem themselves into a corner. You have Wayne Simmons on a contract that's a year too long. What would it have cost you to just get him on a 1 year?
Here's
another $250,000.
Here's what I hate. Here we are microanalyzing, picking the team apart. And this is what one shitty moment does to your stupid hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
The Islanders are a wagon this year.
They are.
They're back. They're great. They're a team that you anticipate. I think they're pretty good. You anticipate seeing them in the playoffs. That game, I thought they picked the Islanders apart. They beat them. They were the better defensive team. They were the better offensive team. They put their third stringer out against a Vezina candidate and outplayed them.
Mm-hmm.
He blows it in the final 3 minutes. What that should have been is a 2-1 Leafs win that you build on and go, here we are, knocking off another top 10 team, and up next, we're going to end the Devil streak. And now we're talking about Wayne Simmons.